Hi everyone, Happy New Year everybody. Today I'm completing my series of favorites for 2020. There have been quite a few, as you know, on lipsticks, my favorites, eyeshadows, etc. And perfumes always classically complete this sort of review. And to my surprise, actually, I do like new stuff, though I don't like experimenting too much, but I still like to bring new waves of scents into my life. This year hasn't been particularly adventurous for me. I think probably for not for many people anyway. But I haven't had many to add to my collection. The couple that I had were good, interesting, and some of them, one of them is come back from the past. This is the one. So let's start from the beginning, and I will go through what I really enjoyed this year. This is not my whole collection. I've got many more, and them I'm not going to repurchase. Some of them are just I'm fed up with, and some of them I've been disappointed. In fact, for example, Thierry Mugler, Womanity. A few years ago, many years ago, when it's launched, it was different. This time I bought it and it smells more synthetic to me, so I'm not particularly impressed with some of them, how they've redone them, but I also, of course, I need to add to the list because I will forget to talk about it. Let's start. One of my favorites, it's been for the last maybe 3-4 years, is Black Orchid Tom Ford, which I do love to wear. I have sort of stage in my life when I go into the smell and I don't want anything else. I just want that, and it's me, and it's been like this for a few years now, but only for a very short period of time. I can't wear it all the time. I don't like it for that long, if it makes sense. So it's really outstanding smell. It's very unique. I think it did deserve that storm that it caused in the perfumery world and generally in the world of cosmetics and beauty when it was launched. When was it launched? Must have been a few years ago now. But I didn't write it down here when it was launched. But the scent itself, it's very unique. So there are a few notes. I normally don't like reading notes because they don't necessarily represent the feeling, how I feel, where I am, where it takes me, what emotions I have. I think it probably does go along with your first experience of this smell. Like this one takes me back to Paris 5 years ago, whereas this one always takes me back to that Christmas party where I felt it first time, but it still also brings many more lovely memories as well. So, but it's difficult to always align the notes with your own emotions. So it only will give you a very sort of clinic explanation of how it should smell. Whereas some perfumes, there are some notes that are clearly stated, I don't smell. Like, for example, one of my favorites, which I haven't used this year anymore, Live in Lalique, for example. Apparently there is lavender, but I don't feel it. I just don't feel it. I feel something else. It's a unique combination of these ingredients that gives you that experience. And I think most important is to talk about experience, how it makes you feel, and emotions that you experience with this. So Black Orchid is really long. It's probably as well as probably Creed, two more long lasting scents. So Black Orchid Tom Ford, the top notes are French jasmine, black truffle, ylang ylang. A couple of words about ylang ylang in a minute. Black currant, effervescent citrus. In floral spicy heart dwells Tom Ford's Black Orchid, more imaginary than real. So that's how it's described by Tom Ford. And the base combines woody notes, patchouli and sandalwood, dark chocolate, definitely there, amber, vetiver, vanilla and balsam. So balsam, I don't know what balsam is. I think it's very unique combination of deep notes together, and it brings that uniqueness, and it also makes it, it just makes it so distinct. It's very very interesting smell, certainly. If somebody hasn't tried it and you like unique, warm, heavy to some degree, I don't like heavy perfumes normally, but I'm hooked on this one, and I come back to it, and I can't wear it for a long time. So it's like a really, really strange relationship I have with this. So that's Black Orchid. And one of my favorites of all times, and it's been favorite for such a long time. And you saw videos probably going back from the start of my YouTube, which is over 4 years now. I periodically wave this bottle in front of you and tell you how beautiful it is and how uplifting the actual scent is. And it takes you to the very, very happy place. For me, it certainly always is the case. I have my best experiences with this and travel around the world with this smell, and being recognized by friends in Russia mainly, with, if I'm there, they know I'm there. It's interesting. It associates with me, and I really, really love it. And it's also, I use it as SOS liquid when I really need uplifting my mood urgently. I just spray it and it just goes. It's done. It's magic. It's beautiful. So it was launched in 1999. So that's why I had it for so long. I don't know how many bottles I had. Probably, I don't know, 10 at least, if no more, 15. I don't know. Very many. The top notes are tomato leaf, which I never heard anywhere. I never seen that ingredient in any other perfume. Orange, mandarin orange, and apricot. They are all very citrusy, and it is generally very citrusy perfume. Middle notes are cassia, which I don't know what cassia is. Water lily, yellow water lily. So water lily gives this sweetness. Yellow narcissus, jasmine. They're all very sweet notes, if you notice, but together they give you that fresh feeling of beautiful spring flowers. To me, it's very spring, summer smell. Though it smells lovely on a fresh, frosty morning as well. It's just beautiful. Jasmine, heliotrope, ylang ylang, rose, and orchid. Base notes are birch, suede, sandalwood, patchouli, and amber. A couple of words about ylang ylang. As I was doing this list, every single one of these perfumes that I absolutely love, apart from couple, they all have ylang ylang, and I'm really surprised by that. I never noticed. I always thought it's musk. It's always got to be musky. It has to be either vetiver and musk, or musk and ambraxan, which is just purely ambraxan. For example, is a purely another 13 by I forgot what the Labo. It is extremely interesting scent, though it's not very, very complex, which I like as well. But I always thought this would be scents that I need to love, and I need to really look at the ingredients, even if I buy something, sort of blind buying without trying. I have to have these notes, and it's not always the case. It's actually ylang ylang makes that presence, which is interesting to me. The next one I want to talk about is Cartier La Panthère. The Panthère is eau de parfum, not eau de toilette, and not Le Guerre, which is light perfume. I love this smell so much. This is such a beautiful combination of elegance, confidence, it's abundance of everything. It's for the woman who's got everything, who knows what she wants, and also there is some intimacy, and there's also interesting. It's very recognizable scent. It's very, very, very beautiful. I had it for so many years as well. I had it for a few years. I can't remember. It's probably fifth maybe bottle I had. It was launched in 2014. The top notes are dried fruit, rhubarb, big strawberry, don't know why big strawberry, anise and bergamot. Middle notes are gardenia, rose, ylang ylang, again orange, blossom, and pear. So they're all very floral, awakening scents, if you know what I mean. Base notes are oak moss, musk. That's what I love. I guess wherever is ylang ylang and musk, that makes my favorite. Leather and patchouli. So that is that combination. It's interesting bottle as well. Obviously, this Panthère is a face. I don't know if you can see that through. No, you probably. It's difficult to see. And interesting story behind it. This lady who was lover of, this lady was called Panthère. She was a lover of that creator. So I love it. I really love it. It's a beautiful bottle, beautiful scent, beautiful experience. It's something that I think anyone who likes warm, at the same time warm and fresh and confident scents should have that, definitely. I hope they continue it forever. Another one is Nina Pop by Nina Ricci. It's a floral fruity fragrance. Nina Pop was launched in 2015, so it takes me back to Paris in 2016 when my 50s. We went to a beautiful hotel. Richard booked Rolls-Royce to pick us up from the airport, and we had this beautiful ride. And we arrived to that. Oh gosh, was it Regent something, which is just across the road from Louvre. Beautiful hotel in exquisite suite. I never forget that experience. And then we went. It was on my birthday, and then we went to Lafayette Gallery, and I smelled it, and I said, "Look, it's happiness. It smells happiness." And I went there, and I said, "It smells of happiness. Richard, look," and it was such a beautiful experience. It always takes me back, and that's why he bought me that bottle when I had some difficult time this year, and he just put it in front of me, and it just took me back, and I forgot about all the troubles, and it was just a beautiful thing to do. And I love this smell. It's always good for me to have, and it takes me back to this first time I experienced it. And it was a large set we bought. It was a perfume. It was a bigger bottle. Perfume obviously was just launched in 2015. That was February 2016, and we went, and they sold big sets, large sets. It was shower gel, body lotion, this perfume. It was something else. I can't remember. There was something, and the candle. And the candle is just. I only recently burnt it down. I was keeping it, saving it, and I burnt it down this summer. And I said, I really miss that scent. And a week later, I have this. So it was nice. Really beautiful. So the notes are very citrusy as well. It's lime and lemon. Middle notes are apple, praline. I was trying to translate into Russian what praline is. Peony and datura. And base notes are apple tree, musk and cedar. So I think it's musk in this case, in combination with citrus makes me happy. It's just my happiness. Musk and citrus. That's what it is. So there is no ylang ylang. It's slightly different. It's much fresher. I wonder if Donna Karan's got ylang ylang. Yes, it does. So so it's all very interesting to read and think about. One of the newest, not the most, the newest I have is Tom Ford Costa Azzurra, which got into my favorite list very quickly. I didn't need to struggle or think about it. The scent experience, where it takes me, it's just absolutely gorgeous. It has got, and I was right. I was reading notes. It has got seaweed, but seaweed, though it says top notes, it doesn't come through until probably second hour. I felt very orangey, sort of. There's something. I don't know. There isn't orange actually, or is there? Yeah, mandarin, yellow mandarin. There is lemon and yellow mandarin. So it is citrusy, but all together in a combination of all notes, which are driftwood, seaweed, agarwood, which is oud, celery seeds, musk mallow, cardamom. Middle notes are lemon, lavender, juniper, yellow mandarin, artemisia, and myrtle. Base notes are vetiver, oak, olibanum, whatever it is, mastic, intense, and vanilla. Very complex scent, very complex. And even if you read the notes and you think, and you're trying to work out, how they're supposed to feel together, get together, and how they're supposed to smell. I think it's impossible unless you smell that, because strange enough, all this woodiness and woodiness, it still makes it very, very fresh and breezy. It's like ocean breeze. So it's very interesting, and the way it opens, the way it goes on throughout the day, it changes. It's extremely complex perfume, and it's worth the money. I think they're all very expensive, those private blend, but it's very long lasting as well. Very long lasting. It's beautiful, and the seawood. I remember describing this on the Christmas day, or the next day, Boxing Day. Was talking about that as smell of seawood, smell of sea, wet sand, and all this experience is just. I think it's unisex, because I heard somebody had given this to their husband, so I've got it from my husband for Christmas. So it's quite lovely present. A couple more to talk about is one, just to mention this because it doesn't go off my list of favorites, though it's richest perfume actually. I like to smell it. I like to use it sometimes. I've sometimes being just cheeky and I just spray and I use it. Sometimes we just spray it all over when we go to bed, because it just creates that unique at the same time. Though I know it's very common actually. People like it and a lot of people use it. It's still very unique in its own rights. I think the combination of it's definitely musk scent there. Let me read the notes. It was launched in 2010, so it's 10 years old. Created by Oliver Creed and Irving Creed. So it's a house of Creed, obviously. Top notes are pineapple, blackcurrant, bergamot, and apple. Middle notes are birch, patchouli, Moroccan jasmine, and rose, and base notes are musk, oak moss, ambergris, and vanilla. So, as you see, musk is present quite strongly, and it's very interesting combination with patchouli there as well. So it's interesting, very interesting. If you want to, it's actually for men, but if you want to feel victorious. It was in the name of Alexander Makedonsky. I did a video on that with the history of that a couple of years back now. So if you want to smell as a victorious man, confident man, this is a smell for men certainly. I like it too. I really like, and many women like it. Another one, very opposite in the way of feminine nature of that, is Blossom Love by Amouage. Is a floral fragrance for women. Blossom Love was launched in 2017. The top notes are heliotrope and bergamot. Middle notes are amaretto, cherry blossom, rose, and ylang ylang again, and that's obviously makes me jump. Ylang ylang. Base notes are tonka bean, vanilla, suede, and amber. So it's sort of that combination of sweetness and woodiness to some degree. I don't know what woody there, but it does. I feel woodiness there, but very interesting, very sort of sweet, blossomy, in a sweet blossomy way. It's almost like fresh cut of wood with some blossom drops there. I don't know. It's that's how it is. Oh, very, very long lasting as well. Really good. I don't stop loving, and I use it mainly in summer. Zadig and Voltaire is this is her. this is a beautiful, beautiful scent. It's launched in 2016, so it's relatively, it's not absolutely, why is it, I can't take it. Oh, it smells like ice cream. It's whipped cream mainly. It's very, very creamy. It's very like a cream. So it's kind of gourmand wood scent. That's what they described it. It's like gourmet wood scent. Top notes are jasmine, pink pepper, very peppery, very light sweet pepper though. Middle notes chestnut, vanilla, and whipped cream. And this whipped cream is actually stays on. This is a scent that doesn't really change throughout the day. That's what you feel. What you get is what you get. What you're gonna get. It looks like a block of ice cream. And base notes are sandalwood and cashmere wood. It's very woody, but woody in a sweet, lovely way. It's nice. Oh, they all are. Something else is coming through into my house later. I need to talk about this now as well. Into my house as order, which I ordered by recommendation, and I'm going to talk to you when I get it. It's an interesting experiment for me. I certainly need to mention molecule or two molecule as a concept, because it's something that I still very much like, and I'm being recognized as well by this scent, and it's really lovely. I like another 13, but I like molecule more. Is better for me. And one particularly interesting scent, and if you watch me, you would know that I've done a whole review of Almond Jane. I think it was about 6 scents. I did different ones. I bought the whole experience. They're all 2 milliliters or something, and I did each of them notes and history and what it means and how it feels, how it lasts. I've done a whole work on that. It was experimental every day, and I decided to stick with the one I liked first, straight away from the very first spray, is Royal Elixir. I haven't found many totally unique fragrances there or smells that would justify the price. They are quite expensive, and some of them, frankly, were not impressive at all. They smelled like cheap deodorant. Some of them were just really awful. But I did all my honest review. This is something absolutely outstanding. This elixir is called Royal Elixir. Let me just open that. So it opens in that box like that. And it's a Royal Elixir. It's called, this is, I think it's 50 mils. It must be 50 mils. It can't be 100. It is quite expensive, you know, 50. It's nearly £200. It's very expensive actually scent. For 50 mils to £100 is quite a lot, 194 something. But the smell stays. You only need like a couple of sprays and it lasts all day. I remember when I did spray, I sprayed it, I left it on a tissue in my office. All the others, because I was experimenting, I put everywhere around the house. And next day, I remember when I walked into this here in home office, into the office, and it smelled so gorgeous. And we have a cleaner coming on Friday, and she came in and said, "Your office smells so beautiful. What is it?" And I said, it only was actually because I was trying on a tissue. I didn't want to spray a lot. I sprayed one spray and it lasted hours and hours. It was absolutely, I'm gonna have to start using this. But I'm just waiting for spring to probably do it in spring. So when they're tucked away like this, they're not going off. As long as they're not exposed to the sun, they should be fine. So this is my perfume review for this year. As you see, a couple of new additions. Interesting. Those are additional ones, and my all-time favorites. There is some all-time favorites always. I'm gonna leave Creed aside. I love it, but that's not, technically speaking, is not mine. And my all-time favorites will be here with me. I hope all the time. Those are my very favorites. And that one. Donna Karan, Nina Ricci, Cartier. It's just a world of happiness. So I have to finish with this now. I have to go with my list. I've got a list of videos requested by mainly Russian audience, so I'm gonna have to carry on with that over the next few days. I hope you had a lovely New Year celebration. I know this year is very different. It's been totally, it's like waste of time, but hopefully this year will be happier for all of us, and we will win this war over this virus, invisible enemy. We're all fighting, and please take good care of yourself. I love you all, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.